If you are receiving Social Security, SSDI, SSI, or VA benefits, then you need to stop what you are doing right now and pay close attention because something major has just been announced for April 2026 that could directly affect when and how much money hits your bank account. This is not a drill and this is not clickbait. This is real information that every single beneficiary in the United States needs to hear right now. So stay with me until the very end because I am going to break down every single detail for you. Welcome back to SSA Benefits Alert, the channel that keeps you informed, updated, and ahead of every single change happening with your Social Security, SSDI, SSI, and VA benefits. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications because we drop critical benefit updates every single week and you cannot afford to miss any of them. Now let us get straight into what was just announced for April 2026, because this affects millions of Americans who depend on these payments every single month to pay their rent, buy their groceries, cover their medications, and keep the lights on in their homes. The Social Security Administration has officially released the updated payment schedule for April 2026, and there are some very important dates that you need to write down right now. The SSA follows a specific payment schedule based on your birthday and the type of benefit you receive. Understanding this schedule is absolutely critical because if you do not know your payment date, you could be waiting by your mailbox or checking your bank account at the wrong time and panicking for no reason. For SSI recipients, your April 2026 payment will be issued on April 1st, 2026. Now, here is something very important that many SSI recipients do not know. Because of how the calendar falls this month, the SSA has made adjustments to make sure that no beneficiary experiences a delay in receiving their money. The Social Security Administration always makes sure that if a scheduled payment date falls on a weekend or a federal holiday, your payment gets moved to the business day before. So if you are an SSI recipient, mark April 1st on your calendar right now. For Social Security retirement, SSDI, and other Social Security benefit recipients, your payment date is determined entirely by your date of birth. If your birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th of any month, your April 2026 payment will be deposited on April 9th, 2026. If your birthday falls between the 11th and the 20th of the month, you will receive your payment on April 16th, 2026. And if your birthday falls between the 21st and the 31st of the month, your payment will arrive on April 23rd, 2026. Now, for those of you who started receiving Social Security benefits before May 1997, your payment schedule is different. You are not on the birthday-based schedule. Instead, you receive your payment on the 3rd of every month. For April 2026, that means your payment will be deposited on April 3rd, 2026. The same applies to people who receive both Social Security and SSI at the same time. Now let us talk about the VA benefit payments because there are millions of veterans across the United States who also receive VA disability compensation, VA pension, and other VA benefits alongside their Social Security payments. The VA follows its own payment schedule, and for April 2026, VA benefit payments are scheduled to be deposited on April 1st, 2026. This is important for veterans who are planning their monthly budget because knowing your exact deposit date helps you avoid overdraft fees, late payments, and unnecessary financial stress. Now, here's something extremely important that I want every single person watching this to understand. The SSA has been making several administrative changes in 2026, and some of these changes are directly impacting how beneficiaries receive their payments, how they verify their identity, and how they communicate with the Social Security Administration. There have been staffing changes at the SSA office level, updates to online account requirements, and new identity verification procedures that were announced earlier this year. Some of these changes have caused confusion among beneficiaries, and in some cases, payment delays for people who did not respond to SSA notices in time. If you have received any letter or notice from the Social Security Administration in the past few weeks, it is absolutely critical that you do not ignore it. Many beneficiaries have been making the mistake of assuming that SSA letters are not urgent or that they can deal with them later. That is a very dangerous assumption. Letters from the SSA often require a response within a specific deadline, and missing that deadline can result in a suspension or reduction of your benefits. If you are not sure how to respond to an SSA letter, or you are unsure whether a letter you received is legitimate, you should call the Social Security Administration directly at their official toll-free number or visit your local SSA office in person. You can also create or log into your My Social Security online account at ssa.gov to check for any alerts or pending actions on your account. Another major change that was announced and that directly affects SSDI recipients is the updated Substantial Gainful Activity amount for 2026. The SGA limit is the maximum amount of money that an SSDI recipient is allowed to earn from work each month without risking their disability benefits. If you are an SSDI recipient who is currently working or thinking about returning to work, you need to know this updated limit because going over it, even by $1, can trigger a review of your eligibility. For SSI recipients, it is also very important to know that the SSA conducts regular redeterminations of eligibility where they review your income, your living situation, and your resources to make sure you still qualify for SSI. If you have had any changes in your living situation, your income, or your assets, you need to report those changes to the SSA as soon as possible. Failing to report changes on time can result in overpayments that the SSA will then require you to pay back, sometimes in very large lump sum amounts. Now, I also want to address something that a lot of you have been asking about in the comments. There has been a lot of discussion online and in the news about potential changes to Social Security funding, potential cuts to benefits, and what is happening with COLA adjustments going forward. I want to be very clear with you. As of right now, your April 2026 benefit amounts are confirmed and your payments are going out on the scheduled dates I just gave you. There are no confirmed cuts to your monthly benefit amounts for this payment cycle. However, the political landscape around Social Security and federal benefit programs continues to shift, and that is exactly why it is so important that you stay informed and stay connected to channels like this one that monitor these changes and report them to you in plain, simple language that you can actually understand and act on. Make sure you check your bank account or your Direct Express card on your scheduled payment date. If your payment does not arrive within 1 to 3 business days after your scheduled date, do not panic, but do take action. Contact the SSA, check your My Social Security account, and verify that your payment information on file is correct and up to date. If you found this video helpful and you want to make sure you never miss another critical update about your Social Security, SSDI, SSI, or VA benefits, please subscribe to SSA Benefits Alert right now and hit that bell icon so you get notified every single time we upload a new video. Share this video with a family member, a friend, or a neighbor who receives these benefits because this information could make a real difference in their lives. We will see you in the next video right here on SSA Benefits Alert. Take care of yourselves and God bless.